Just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running inside. It's Martin. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Shakes off the defender. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to throw, it's Reed. Dances away. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Caught over the middle. It's Craver. There's some room. The 20. Touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field, locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The option look. He'll pitch it. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Here's Moore to throw. Right down the middle. The sure hands, it's Moore. He's running free down the middle. Running inside the 20. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Extra point here will tie the game. And it's no good. Had a chance to tie it and couldn't do it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Keeps it on first down. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Morrow. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Touchdown, Texas A&M! Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some...
What team should I use next? Drop it in the chat. What team should I use next?
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Oregon
AK school, I'll play with them.
Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field.
Drop some likes. Drop some likes.
The proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the 1st down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run play action. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Bulldogs will use their 1st timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Running inside. It's Hill. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's put...
Makes the grab and room to run. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Moore. Under fire. Fires quickly. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Stockton. They've got the screen set up. At midfield, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good play.
Touchdown, Georgia! Makes the grab in the corner.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Dante Moore. Pressure coming. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. Looking for a deep man. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Frazier. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is on its way. This drive will open from the 15. Here's more to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Sends it back in motion. Throwing more. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throwing on the run. He's got it way down the field. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dante Moore wants to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Moore. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The run inside. It's Hill. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. The 30, the 20, past the 10. The pick six, he takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers now. Obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dante Moore. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this is why I love sudden change situations. When you get a turnover, oftentimes coordinators like to take a shot right away. The defense is back out on the field. They're trying to communicate. Sometimes they're discombobulated. They're sleepwalking a little bit. And the offense takes advantage, taking a shot and coming up with an explosive play.
And wings it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Under fire. It's caught. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's Moore to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Grabs it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Release to the back. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, they're in a 3-4 alignment, and you're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
Throwing more. He's looking deep. Goes high to pull it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It happens to the best of them. You throw it to the wrong team sometimes, but if you're a real dude, you just keep spinning it.
And this offense is going to go how this quarterback goes. Not just in this game, Maurice, but all season long as well. They're going to chuck it, and they're going to throw it vertically down the field and try to be aggressive. You're seeing that from this quarterback here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Frazier again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I think that was an example of the manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You can feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. They'll go right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you can only call that run play here late in the football game, needing points, when you have all 3 timeouts. You can just take one here. Nice job by this offense. They still don't have to be in that big of a hurry. Nice job managing their timeouts.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running inside, it's Davison. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before. He gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Frazier again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air. It's Stockton. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.